Hello, I'm Andy and welcome to Vectra News, your fill of gaming news for the week of the 26th of July 2014. Coming up in this week's episode, Sony agrees on a $15 million settlement for the PlayStation Network hacking back in 2011. Battlefield Hardline is pushed back to 2015, with the last Battlefield 4 DLC, The Final Stand, also being delayed. In-game currency comes to Titanfall, and 2K possibly teases something Bioshock related. Sony has agreed to a preliminary settlement figure of $15 million after the breach of the PlayStation Network back in April 2011. A settlement that Polygon reports has been given preliminary approval by the courts will close off over 50 class action lawsuits if final approval is given. These lawsuits were all consolidated and carried out in Southern California District Court. Along with this, Sony was also fined around $400,000 by the UK officials for a serious breach of the Data Protection Act. For those PlayStation Network users affected by this breach back in 2011, Sony is offering the following. For those of you that took advantage of the Welcome Back promotion after the servers were restored, you have the option between one PlayStation 3 or PSP game from a yet to be disclosed list of 14 games, a set of 3 themes from a list of 6 themes, or 3 months of PlayStation Plus. These will be on a first come first served basis until the total value of $4 million is reached. For those of you that didn't take advantage of this promotion, you'll be able to select 2 items from the options I just mentioned, and again this will be on a first come first served basis until $6 million is reached. If you can prove that your identity was stolen and you came to some sort of financial harm, Sony are offering up to $2,500 per documented and proven claim linked to the breach, of up to a maximum of $1 million. Multiple claims are also allowed on this. If at the time you were paying for third-party apps like Netflix and you couldn't access them during the breach, then you can get 3 of the 6 themes or PlayStation Plus for 3 months. However, for some reason this is only if you've never been a member of PlayStation Plus before. For Sony Online Entertainment account holders, you can claim up to 450 units of Station Cash, which is approximately $4.50, with a cap of $4 million. Now bear in mind that all of these still need final approval, and a judge won't rule on this settlement until the 1st of May 2015. But if it goes through, Sony will notify the US gamers via publications and on websites. We'll link you in the description below to this statement that was released. Battlefield Hardline has been delayed into 2015. During a panel at the San Diego Comic-Con, a Visceral developer commented on this, saying they didn't mean to delay the game originally, saying, "It was not our original intention at the time, but it's been actually a blessing. Over time, games are living longer and longer and becoming bigger and bigger, and you only get one chance to come out." They then went on to say, "When I think about the great games I remember, I had long relationships with them. I don't remember when they came out. Who cares? If it's a great game, it will transcend all of that." The delay seems to have been sparked off after feedback came from the recent beta, meaning that the team needed to go back to rework significant parts of both the single player and multiplayer game. I have to say this does seem to be a positive move for the game, as when I played it, it did seem like a bit more of a mod than a new game, and I hope it doesn't get rushed towards the end of its development, as they may give us slightly less of a game, as many believed that happened to Watch Dogs when that released. As a result of this delay, EA CEO Andrew Wilson confirmed with a call to its investors that the final Battlefield 4 DLC will now come out in Q3 of the company's fiscal year. Q3 runs from the 1st of October to the 31st of December. I do, however, feel that deep inside, Battlefield Hardline could have easily been a really good final DLC for Battlefield 4, and this would have mitigated all of the, "Hey, you know, we've got this new game, Battlefield Hardline, don't worry, we'll still be doing stuff for Battlefield 4, which it was originally announced with. Did any of you play the beta? What were your views on it? Let us know below. From one first-person shooter to another, and in its 5th update, players of Titanfall will now be able to buy packs of burn card and additional customisations for Titans with in-game currency. Now, my first reaction to this was, oh yay, more microtransactions. However, one of Respawn's designers, David Shaver, came out saying, "We've stated several times that Titanfall will not have microtransactions. Fear not, for we plan to keep that promise. No microtransactions. The only way to get credits is by playing the game. Players will be able to earn credits by winning and completing matches, and also by selling burn cards they don't want. Other methods seem to be by completing daily quests, which will also appear in this new update, and upon reaching level 50, some of the players' XP will also be converted into in-game currency. However, it doesn't specify if they will still earn this in-game currency if they prestige back to level 1. It looks like players will be able to buy different packs of burn cards, which all consist of 6 random cards, ranging from a standard pack costing 5,000 credits to a premium pack costing 50,000 credits. It also looks like Titanfall's second expansion, Frontier's Edge, will be released on the 31st of July for $9.99, or free for those with the game's season pass. 2K Games UK teased us with a tweet saying, "Ooh, what could this mean?" and showing us what looked like a promotional poster for Eve's Garden, the gentleman's club from Bioshock 1. 2K currently owns the rights to the Bioshock series after Irrational Games closed its doors earlier in the year. Various theories have evolved through Reddit and on the internet, including this being a hint to a possible remake of both Bioshock 1 and 2, or the long-awaited Vita game, which was supposedly going to be set in Rapture before its fall. However, earlier in the month, Ken Levine stated that 2K and Sony couldn't sort out a deal since its announcement at E3 in 2011. However, it doesn't mean it couldn't be developed for other platforms. One thing we did note was the name hidden in the poster, H. Roark, which is thought to be a reference to the book The Fountainhead, which has been previously compared to Bioshock. However, this doesn't really tell us much more. What do you think this clue means? I'm hoping there's some sort of tenuous link here that points to a possible System Shock 3, although the chances of anything coming from this are 1,000,000 to 1, he said, but still, we can dream. But that's all from Vectra News. If you missed it, on this week's Spawn Point, we had Warpath Gaming as our special guest, where we discussed Kickstarter, and myself and Matt looked at the game Deadstone. Don't forget to check them out on the channel, and don't forget to like, favourite, subscribe, follow us on Twitter, and check out vectranews.co.uk to keep up to date with everything on the network. And, as always, we'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.